Now that I let you know that I'm actually only the brutalist, I wanted to talk about heavy. Um, yeah, I coached Will actually with my ear on how to play the song. And Will didn't know how to play the song from this stuff he was doing. And Will came into my studio I had set up in downtown Minneapolis at the time, and I was getting pretty frustrated. Even I was getting pretty frustrated with Will for not being able to do what I wanted, and almost didn't even get to have my song "Heavy As My Gun." But finally, after a few chances, I said, "Will, why don't you just play this 20-second part on repeat and do it for 4 to 5 minutes. This small little 20-second part, Will, that I found inside of you to bring you in the studio. Why don't you play that for me for 5 minutes, and I'll sing on it." And that's how the song "Heavy As My Gun" was created. Yeah, with my mind. Yeah. So you didn't necessarily get to be as cool of a generation if you didn't. I was in the studio with Will, and I was saying to him, "Will, I've got you in here, and I love you, Will, and your old Strat from your dad, and you've been playing it your whole life, I could tell." And I said, tell you what, Will, I've got you in the studio. I don't even know if I'll get to have you over here again." And he was trying to make a band with me at the time, Will, like with this person I didn't know who played guitar. So, "Will, why don't you do this? I found this 20-second part, Will. Why don't you play this 20-second part and make it a 5-minute track, and I'll just sing on it." And that's how the song was created in downtown Minneapolis in my studio I had set up across from the Vikings stadium for the NFL. I said, "Will, you're really great at what you do. And my generation is trying to steal this song away from me, like the whole time, like every fucking part about it." I said, "Will, you're doing fine, Will. Will, you're doing fine in front of me right here. But I actually just need you to play this 20-second part and make it a 5-minute track. And if you can do that, I can work with you." Okay. So I'm in the studio and I'm like moving my hands in front of his fucking face. And here I am like moving my hands in front of Will's face. Like, "Will, I can't believe I got you in the studio, Will. But you're messing up every time." And Will lays it down. Perfect. Right after I say it. Perfect. Perfect. And I say, "Will, that's perfect." And then 1 second later, I do my vocals on it. And they're the only vocals on it. Like a second later, I say, "Okay, now I'll do my vocals on it." And I'm like moving my hands when I'm singing and stuff like that. I'm moving my fucking hands in the studio downtown Minneapolis. And I say, "Okay, I got my song. You're a superstar." And I let John do some keys on it because I was having so much fucking fun in downtown Minneapolis. And I said, "Will, we got a song you don't even understand on the Strawberry News." Because I'm like moving my fucking hands in the studio, like, Will, I can't believe I got you in here, Will. Holy crap. And I said, "Will, all that, I can't use it. All this stuff with your father's Strat from the 60s. I can't even use any of that stuff, Will. And I just have this Squire. It's like $200. I said, Will, play this 20-second part that I found in this recording on my phone. Let me play it back for you. Do that for 5 minutes. And he does it. And he does it perfect. I said, perfect. You're a star. And I put my vocals on it. And I'm moving my fucking hands in front of these guys, Will and John, Bear behind me. I'm like moving my hands in the studio like I'm a mime. And I put my vocals on it. Okay? And my generation, and then Bruce, I say, Bruce, put some bass on here because you're so big anyways. And he puts down some bass for me. I even coach it for him. And that's how I got these other parts. But the song is from my mind. Heavy. And that's why this generation is so sad ass, man. Unless you got to like him, man, you're sad. You're sad. You're sad. You're sad. For the 60s and the 70s, you're sad, man. And you're nothing. You're uncool. And I'm moving my hands in front of you again before you know it. Because it's my song. And I made the song with my own mind. The Brutalist.